I'm going to go over exactly how I recorded that lead part in detail. First of all, the guitar. This is my 1978 Gibson Les Paul Special with the original P90 pickups. I absolutely love this guitar. It just feels great and sounds amazing. That's the guitar. And let's go through the rest of the signal chain. I'm going to have to pull you down from up there. 1978 Gibson Les Paul Special into an exotic EP booster. This is my favorite booster pedal, at least that I've found. It is very clean, doesn't add any nasty artifacts. It just sounds great. It does what you want it to do. It boosts the signal without adding any nasty artifacts. And this is, I believe, by Exotic. I don't have a lot of pedals, but the pedals I have, I really appreciate it. So, the EP booster, this Boss G7, this Waza DM2 delay, an older Big Muff, and then I got a wah pedal around here somewhere. Not much, but the ones I got, I really like and use. So that is going through into my old Gibson GA6 from 1958. I have it mic'd with the lovely Sony C48 and a copper tone, which is basically like an effect mic that I often use for blending. I really love using this microphone for blending. Say I have a vocal session and I'll be recording, maybe a U47, then I'll mix it with this, and I just love what it does. Like I'm doing right now on guitar. I got the full sounding Sony C48 and I'm using the copper tone and I'm blending them together. We're going to go through, I'm going to let you hear that. I'll solo that out so you can see what's going on. And you can get these copper tones, they're not too expensive. Okay, so let's quickly go through these tracks. First, let's start with the solo, as you just seen the way it was mic'd up with the copper tone and a Sony C48. So let me solo the solo right here. Here's the lead part. Both microphones together with some effects, and I also have some outboard gear on the mix. Basically what we're hearing right now, these tracks that I'm going to go through really quick, is the monitor mix that I'm tracking to. I didn't record with any compression or EQ, but I did patch some stuff in post the recording, and I got a balance going on, and we're going to go through and hear it. Let's hear just the copper tone mic. Nasty. And that is what that mic does. It is an effect mic, an AM radio style, no low end effect mic. Let's hear just the Sony C48. What you would expect from a large diaphragm, great sounding condenser microphone, and that is. So again, let's hear both of them together. See how the microphones together, that copper tone makes it cut through the mix that much better. Now, you don't have to have a copper tone microphone to do this. You could record with any two microphones and then take one of the tracks, one of the microphones, cut out all the low end and maybe add like a distortion plug-in and then tuck it underneath the other microphone. But the copper tone just makes it easy. I use that copper tone microphone all the time to blend with vocal mics, a U47, a U87, and the copper tone blended together. And that's what I'm doing here for this lead guitar track. And in the mix, it just sounds... I really like what the copper tone is doing there. Those microphones together sound great. It doesn't have to be these microphones. You could use any other microphones, but these two particular microphones I like together. All right? So let's go through, let's hear these tracks really quick for fun. Let's hear just these drums. All right, spacious. Obviously, I have some verb on there. You want to hear it without the verb? Let's take away the verb. Here we go. This is the drums just recorded. Not a lot of verb, but I did want a spacious sounding drums for this track, and this track is just me messing around. I'm not a drummer, okay? Let's hear it with the bass guitar. Here we go. All right, and that there, the bass guitar is just my Yamaha bass plugged straight into a radial DI into a Neve preamp. It's not mixed yet, don't have nothing on it. Let's hear the rhythm guitars. This is the Telly. I recorded it 3 times through my Fender Bassman, mic'd with a Sennheiser 441 and the Sony C48. And here it is, and there's a splash of verb on there. Let's get to a part where, let me get to a different part for this rhythm guitar so you could hear it together. So okay, that is guitar recorded, pan to the left, same guitar recorded, pan to the right, and then another one up the center to add like a little wall of guitars there. And let's hear just the main rhythm section with drums, bass, and rhythm guitars. And that's my tambourine. Okay, so, and that is basically it. I'm just sort of messing around with this track for fun, hearing some different things, seeing what works with what, trial and error. That's how we get good in our studios, right? So when you hear the basic rhythms, drums, bass, and guitars, how do I set that balance? When it's like a rock type track, and that's basically what I do mostly, I get a good drum mix, and then to mix the guitars in, I turn the speakers, the monitors down, whisper level, super quiet. And I tuck the guitars in to where I could hear the cymbals just over the guitars. The guitars are right below the cymbals. And then I turn it back up and I hear, are the drums too loud? And I go back and forth just a tad bit and get a good balance to where the guitars are sitting right underneath the cymbals. And that's just basically one of many methods that I use for mixing. I invite you guys to try it and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching my videos. Take care.